news has come out that former Texas Governor Rick Perry will now be Donald Trump's pick for energy secretary. Now, this was, of course, confirmed by Fox News Sunday and CBS that reported this via Twitter earlier this week. Now, there is a couple of conservatives. There's a lot of conservatives that think, hey, this is a pretty good idea. We like this Rick Perry guy, especially for energy secretary, since, again, he ran the oil state of Texas. So one guy they quote in this article from McClatchy, Jim Riddlesperger, who's a Texas Christian University professor and an expert on Texas politics. Great. He says, I think Perry is an absolutely logical appointee. He's the longest serving governor of Texas history and has a lot of experience. Okay, experience at what? Now, according to this article as well, it has not been quite confirmed by the Trump campaign, but still, it's a good chance that it's likely for him to be confirmed as energy secretary. I mean, again, Texas, oil, etc. Now, here's oh, go ahead.
All right. Well, I was just going to say, when you said experience with what, and here's just kind of a general, statement on what Donald Trump's been doing. Donald Trump's view of success is a little different than I think most people's. His view of success is if you exploited something, that means you're successful. That's why he wants somebody to be in charge of labor that's against a minimum wage. He wants someone to be in charge of education that wants to completely privatize education. He wants people to be in charge of the EPA and energy that exploit the environment. To him, profiteering and exploiting something is synonymous with success, which means you are qualified for said position. And that does not qualify you for a position of service. That's how Donald Trump views this stuff. And did he invent this mentality? No. But he's kind of the epitome of it. So now people are really paying attention to the players that he's putting in to these positions. And really, it's a cast of villains.
Yeah, well, I mean, I pointed out, like, I've people have been tired of the segments that I have done talking about the different cabinet appointments, but I thought that it was important that we actually know who we're going to be dealing with in a Trump administration. And what we're dealing with so far is you've got an oil executive from ExxonMobil who's going to be Secretary of State. We're dealing with two Goldman Sachs executives. Okay.
Yeah.
And look, you're dealing with somebody who's going to be in charge of the EPA who doesn't believe in climate science whatsoever and has sued the EPA multiple times. This is what we're dealing with. And so, yeah, I mean, it is important to point that out. And what makes this an interesting pick for Donald Trump is, again, if this is true, if this is his actual pick, this would be somebody who had been at odds with Donald Trump at once before. If you can remember earlier, Rick Perry had said that Donald Trump was a cancer on the Republican Party. So this could be a Romney situation, to be honest with you. You remember that embarrassing picture of Mitt Romney at dinner with Donald Trump? Yeah,
That was so beautiful.
Remember that?
Did you see the
God.
Game of Thrones meme?
Yes, I did.
What's
your name?
Okay, you saw
What's your
that.
name? My name is Reek.
That was so great. He had that look on his face too.
Oh,
like,
God, he did.
why didn't the photographer say something like, "Dude, like the internet's gonna go crazy with this. Like, you look like you want to cry. You look like your heart is broken. You look like they just passed an actual universal healthcare plan. You look heartbroken, Rick.
It was great.
You look like there's going to be affordable education. You look like 47% of people just got jobs. You look so sad, Rick. Or
Mitt
Romney. Sorry.
No,
you look so sad.
I think the second best part of that picture was the grin on Trump's face.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's just that
he's like I got this. I got this. The only more poetic picture is worth 1,000 words that has happened so far was the picture of Obama shaking Trump's hand and looking Trump in the eye and Trump looking down. That's the only more beautifully poetic picture I think that's happened so far during the president-elect time.
Yeah. Now let's get to a little bit of irony here as well. So now the Department of Energy, right? This was actually one of the departments that Rick Perry was not able to name that he wanted to shut down when he ran for president. Like he ran for president for approximately 2 minutes, and then embarrassed
I can't
himself.
remember the third one. I can't remember.
He embarrassed himself so bad that he had to drop out and make sure everybody forgot he ran. And this is where this comes from. Like I can't remember it.
Oops.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Oops. He's going to be running that department that he forgot about. Mm-hmm. I can't even. I can't, man. This would be, I mean, this whole election cycle has been an Onion article come to life.
Mm-hmm.
The greatest satirists among us could not have seen this coming.
Yeah, I mean, it's we proved Aldous Huxley right. I mean, we're living in a brave new world pretty much, where we just we amused ourselves so much that now we really do have a reality TV mogul calling the shots, and he's appointing this clown car.
It's sad, and it's sad for the future of the country too. And so, look, yeah, we've got Rick Perry possibly to look forward to, or as the best case scenario, Donald Trump pulls a Mitt Romney on him, and at least we get a couple of laughs.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and you know what? Looking forward, the best case scenario is, we've talked about this before on the show, but a huge awakening is happening. A huge awakening is happening, and that's usually what happens in this country. So, we're in for a huge awakening. And if history is going to repeat itself, with exception to the Bush years, the last time the Republicans had a stronghold like this was 1928. What happened after that? The Great Depression. But what happened after that? A rise in labor and New Deal Democrats. So we need to have history repeat itself in that regard. We need to have a rise of labor, not in the literal sense, because, I mean, we do have a different world now, but in the principle sense, in the working class sense, in the human rights sense. So the Democrats need to start adapting that platform or get the hell out of the way, one of the two. And so I think that's the positive to take from all this.
Yeah, to build on that, I think it'll be one thing and not the other. I think eventually they're going to either get out of the way or be pushed out of the way. Because I don't see right now the Democratic Party moving. I think Keith Ellison is the test. If they nominate him as DNC chair, then you'll know that the Democrats, or at least enough of them, are convinced that we need to go into a more progressive direction. If they fail the test and put in Tom Perez, for example, we're done. That's it. The Democratic Party at this point has not learned its lesson. And never will.
That's a good benchmark. And so far, we don't have any reason to be encouraged that they learned their lesson. I mean, Nancy Pelosi saying that people want more of the same. Right. Chuck Schumer still being taken seriously. although, I've said like putting that guy in the position they put him in, that's like having a college football team that's been 0-10 for or 0-11 for the past however many years, and promoting that person. I'm not Dan Sparron, by the way. I'm Ron Placone.
Oh, I've had the wrong thing up the whole time. I'll be damned.
People are going to get really confused because we're both gingers.
Yeah.
we're both bitter gingers.
That's very true. I guess we could leave it at the bitter ginger part. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent, non-corporate media, go to our Patreon page and become a patron. Patreon.com/TYTNation.